Should women dress modestly?
If they can just however they want.
Okay, so men shouldn't pay for first dates.
Wait, I kind of just want to know, like,
And
what,
you should go 50-50 on all the rest of your first dates. You should insist, no, I want to pay for this. And not just an empty gesture. You should insist that you go 50-50.
Sure, you like it, I love it.
Yeah, but you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it.
She's never gonna do it.
Oh, I'm just curious, like, when you take girls out on a date, is it like are you guys get to know each other first already, or is it like a stranger on a date? And do you like want to pay, or do you not want to pay? Like, how do you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've had different periods of my life. I don't think this specific period right now would be a good example, but like perhaps prior to when I started this podcast and I was meeting people on dating apps or meeting people organically, I would. It was.
Yeah, I think a guy knows. Like, you would probably know, like, when, like, oh, I'm not.
I'm not a great example though, because my previous. So now, if I'm dating a girl, I'm paying.
Why is that?
It's just it's the most optimal thing, and it's just.
But like, why?
That's the dynamic.
Because men with money don't worry about these
Not
things.
just that, but it's just like if
And
you
then-
don't like a girl, you won't pay.
But before, I had a principle where I was like, okay, I'm meeting these girls on dating apps. I'll know who they're dealing with. So my new standard is, I'm only going to be extending this if she's only dealing with me.
Yeah.
I'm not paying a first date for a girl who's got a sneaky link and she's talking to 10 different dudes. But I've been, for example, I was on a date. This was a couple years ago. Date with this girl. Met her on a dating app. She tells me on the date, I got 5 dates planned.
Yeah. Then you know, like, okay, I'm not.
I mean,
Why the fuck am I gonna pay for a girl that's
100%.
dealing with other dudes and fucking other dudes?
Yeah.
It's a
It's not a good deal for any man, because at that moment you feel used. Now, obviously, I don't know, I guess she wasn't smart enough, because few women are going to be upfront with you and tell you, hey, listen, I'm here on the date that you're paying for the meal, for the dinner, but later on I have another date with another man. Most women are not going to say that. So I don't know why she said that. Maybe it gave off friendly vibes, like friend zone kind of vibes. But most women are never going to be that honest with a man that, hey, listen, I'm just letting you know you're taking me on this dinner date, but later tonight another man is going to take me on a date and pay for my drinks. Most women are never going to say that. If anything, they're just going to say, I don't date like that. Oh, it's my first date in 3 months. But as a man, you should know that 99% chance a woman you're taking on a date is probably, if she's probably 99.9%, she's talking to other men who are planning to take her on dates. Maybe not the same day, maybe the next day, maybe they took her on a date yesterday. Either way, if she's single and she's talking to you, there's probably other men taking on a date. So it's up to you to either go big on the $500 dinner date like they require these days, or go easy because you know other guys are going to take her out. It's on you as a man.
wrap. I don't want to deal with women who are dealing with other men. If I know that you're just dealing with me, then I'm prepared to step into my role. But
you want to, right?
But I don't even want to. I don't want to date. I don't want anything to do. Like you guys might think I'm crazy.
No.
She could be the hottest girl ever.
Yeah.
You guys might call me crazy. She could be the hottest girl ever. If she's sexually involved with another man, I don't want anything. She could be begging to have sex with me.
Yeah, that's not crazy.
She could be begging to have sex with me. The hottest girl in the world. If she fucked a guy last night, don't want anything to do with her.
That's valid. You have self-respect for yourself.
Don't want anything.
So
I want.
even a guy has a choice.
I mean, shout out to Andrew, but most guys are gonna take the deal. 99.9%. 99.9% of men will sleep with a woman even if she slept with another guy the night before. Even men who are in a relationship with that woman, if she cheated the night before but she's willing to sleep with him the next day, they will take it. That's how thirsty guys are, and I'm being honest as a man. It's tough out here for men, so most guys will take the deal.
This is the thing. Like, if you don't have to pay, of course, maybe a girl would be like, oh my God, you have to pay. But you know the conversation, the flow, whether or not you're going to pay for a woman based on how she's acting and who she is. You don't have to pay.
Sure.
But then you get to decline. But it's just, if you genuinely like a girl, you would want to pay. That's just a gesture for you, right?
Yeah, sure. Just because
that's all. Because if guys are paying for girls that are doing that, it's like,
Yeah, I think it's the most optimum thing for men to do.
yeah.
But
they
if
really
we're
like
having a conversation, if we're just like looking at it with a bird's eye view,
yes.
women aren't traditional. Women don't uphold any of their own duties when it comes to chivalry.
Yeah.
So we're not expecting women to be chivalrous towards us. But should you have a low body count? Should you dress modestly? Should you be traditional? Yes. So y'all are modern women, but you want men to be traditional. We have a sex worker here. She says she wants guys. She's submissive. That's great. Cook, clean,
I
whatever.
don't really like the label sex work. It makes me sound like a too, which I do not think I am.
OnlyFans girls are sex workers.
Excuse me, lady. That's your job. So just accept it. You make more money rather than trying to deny it.
I mean,
don't
I'm
think
not saying
so.
I'm not saying that you're on the street offering up for
That's
$50.
like what it's up to me. Like sex worker is really vulgar, but
It is.
That's what you do.
within the umbrella of sex work. I'm not calling you a prostitute. I'm calling you a sex worker.
okay. Well, your other guy called me to do.
Well, he has a different position on this. But look, how? Just one thing. How can it be like y'all want men to be traditional? Where are the traditional women?
But you are
At
dating
church.
these women who don't have.
I'm not
the
asking
values.
where.
They're
Sorry,
at
go ahead.
church. They're at Charlie Kirk meetings. I'm
No, they're not at church because the same women who do OnlyFans are in church on Sunday. So clearly they're not in church. You know, so the only issue most guys have is the same women who don't want to be traditional demand traditional men. And for men are looking at it like it's not a good deal. Why do you want me to pay all the bills, but you only want to cook when you want to cook? You want me to protect you at all times, but you only want to be nice to you. You only want to be submissive to me only when you want to be submissive, when you wake up on the right side of bed. It's not a good deal. Anyway, what do you guys think about that?